Let's talk about functions now. So again, I'll move to VS Code, and this time we'll create a new file. Let's name this file as demo 00 demo, rather 01 demo.ts. 01 demo.ts, and this ts file will be creating a function. So when it comes to general function creation, in case of JavaScript, we always have a habit of writing function keyword. We may write something like, let's say, print here, and we can, without mentioning any return type, we can expect parameters. So we don't specify return type here. We can expect parameters, which are generally, any kind of object that you can pass on. You can pass string, integer, anything. So I'll expect a parameter 1 and parameter 2, and without even worrying about like whether p1 is integer or maybe character or string or array, ultimately you can start using it simply by maybe assumption or based on maybe some sort of a prior knowledge. So you may go and maybe use console.log, you may say p1 and let's say p2. We'll just do the concatenation, and then as and when we have to go and write down or call print function, we'll call it, we'll simply pass on here Mahesh and comma 100. So we'll pass on 100. It's simply concatenation of, you can say, string and integer, so it should print me a string. So it's ultimately it's a JavaScript code only, and the same TypeScript transpiler is going to go and take this JavaScript code and take it as it is and put it in a .js file. So this is not TypeScript code, it's a JavaScript code written inside TypeScript. And let's try to maybe execute it using console. So use here tsc 01 demo.ts. This will transpile the file into JavaScript, and let's try to run it as 01 demo.js. It prints Mahesh and 100 on the console. So it's very simple that way. If you go and look at the code, demo1.js file actually has, ts is converted into js in this format. So there is hardly any kind of a change it has done in case of .js file, barring those space removals. But then in case of TypeScript, as we talked about, TypeScript is strictly typed. Suggestion: normally in case of TypeScript, one should not write functions in this manner. In order to define a function, if you expect p1 to be string or p1 to be number, in that case what you do is you please specify this to be of number type. Then p2, if you expect it to be maybe string, you can specify this to be a string type, and then we can have concatenation maybe done like this. Does the function return anything? As of now, function is not returning anything, so I may say the return type is typical void. Otherwise it can be anything else that you expect it to be. At any moment, if you really want to have maybe anything else as a return type, one can very well have here any itself as I mentioned. So I'm just going to specify something like void as of now. I have no intention of returning anything from here, and then keep it in mind, first parameter expected is number, and I am passing string over here. Let us see what happens when we go for transpilation. So if I used transpiler, now we will end up in error that argument of type Mahesh, that is string, is not assignable to a parameter which is of type number in here. So now we received one error while we try to transpile this code into JavaScript, as TypeScript is type safe or strictly typed. So ultimately what happens is, now I'll try to exchange p1 with p2. I'll pass it on like this. Let us see whether now it will transpile. Now it should transpile and it should work as well. Here it prints 100 and Mahesh on the console. So you can very well specify what should be the parameter type, and you can always mention the return type of the function the way you can check it here. And in case of .js file, what it has done, it has actually simply picked up p1 and p2, which means JavaScript syntax remains as it is, and TypeScript syntax actually just makes or forces you not to have any kind of errors in case of JavaScript, which means if you end up writing code in TypeScript in this manner, you will find out ultimately during transpilation you will have errors, warnings, And then if you fix those, ultimately your JavaScript code is not going to have any kind of a problem at all. Which means P1 was expected to be integer, but then by mistake you passed on something else. Or P2 is expected to be, let's say, string, and you passed on something else. And because of which maybe some problems happened later on. You will find out such things can be, checked in transpilation stage itself in case of TypeScript. So that is the reason it's better to use TypeScript. So now what we need to understand is there is another feature that we have, which is well known as arrow function. So let's take an example of one simple array. I'm going to simply comment this content. So I've selected all the lines, and I simply said Control K C as in shortcut in VS Code, and that did comment the all the code lines. So here is what we will do now. In order to I just want to iterate array and print the values of the array. So for that purpose I will use TypeScript. I'll use let maybe some array. You can very well specify here it's going to be of string array type also. You can very well mention that. In case you just wish to assign the value, you are free to do so as well. So let array is going to be, simply use inference here. So by inference I just want to have here some students name put up here. So I'll put up students name as in, let's say, Jayesh. I'll put here as in, then I'll put Rohit and few more. So after we have these maybe this array created, let's say we need to use a typical array method in JavaScript, which is going to be a simple iteration. So for that purpose I will use arrays for each method, and then for each method expects a callback function. We already have discussed about callback functions in case of learning web programming kind of a series. So I need a function which will take some parameter. So here's what I'll do. I'll define the function which is going to be print function again, and this print function will expect a parameter which is like name of the student, which is going to be in the form of string. And then since the function won't be returning anything, it's just going to print on the console. I'll have a log here, and I'll log maybe hello or simple name. I'll print. So whatever you pass on to the print function, we will take it, and then I'll call print function here. So every element inside the array will be passed on to print function as a first parameter, and we will simply print these contents. Now let's try transpiling this content into JavaScript. So this 01 demo ts file will be converted into .js, and when we run this, okay, cannot find a module, throw error, some code problem I believe. Let us see what's the issue. Okay, let arr equal to some array. This should not be a concern. Let me remove this. So function name is of string type, void return type I mentioned. I have array. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me remove content from here. Let me see. Okay, so it just tries to compare JS and the other file. That's the concern. So maybe I'll go for transpilation again. Okay, issue is a wrong file I picked up. So I'll use tsc01 demo.js. So sorry, should have picked up ts. This should transpile the content, and then if I use js, so node 01 demo.js, they should print the content on the console.